And we're alive, and that's way too high. Come on, where's the... See how that is. Now it's all blurry. Okay, it fixed itself. Good enough. Good enough. So before we start today's game, let's see here. Where's that email at? Crimson Crown. So it was one of my viewers, Retro Mickey, mentioned that there's a sequel to this game. So I think we will look to see if this sequel is on my flash drive. If it's not, then at a later date I will burn it to floppy, because if there's a sequel to this game, I would like to play it. And I did look it up, and the sequel is on the Commodore 64. So let's look to see if the sequel to this game is already on my flash drive and can be played without resorting to floppy. It's not in that folder. Sure, it'll be in here one way or another. The Crimson Crown. Side A, Side B, and this one's by itself. It is loading, but I don't know if it's the full game or not. We're not going to play that, but we're at least going to take a look. Oh, it's actually trying to load from the floppy. I can't do that, can it? Maybe if you had the original game, it adds something to the sequel. Load from the floppy, take that out of context. We'll be starting here momentarily. I want to turn the floppy off for a moment. I think that's interfering. This game shouldn't need a controller. So it might actually be stuck here. Without something in the floppy drive, I guess. Hey, Jess. We're just looking to see if I have a flash copy of this game that'll work for next time anyway. For next time. I didn't say hello to everybody. Jim, Pierre, Cannabis Kid, Raphael. and GS. More than likely, I'll have to burn it to floppy. More than likely. More than likely.
I don't care how many teraflops they have.
What is cars and all this? Woo!
And if you guys stick around to the end of the stream, and I mean the very end of the stream, I'll give you a preview of the PS1 games. Airborne Ranger. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to burn this game to floppy. It could be buried in here somewhere. But more than likely not. Yeah, okay. Let's get on with the game. Karaoke Revolution? I didn't add that to the PS1. I don't think I'd want to add that to the PS1.
I'm very upset if in 2 years from now,
you probably want me
I don't walk out into our parking lot and see 40
to the PS3 really,
because I'm really mad.
You know. Nick and I are upset. Yeah, games. You didn't solve this already? No. I think that's a running joke, isn't it? I think Thursday. Because Monday, we already, we voted on, we'll play the Atari 7800, and that's tomorrow. Tuesday, I planned on doing the next part of the Bard's Tale. Wednesday's Intellivision. So next day would be Thursday, so. But at the end of the stream, which you might be in bed already, I don't know if you will, because you have the weekend here, maybe you won't be. I'll show all the games that I added. And I think there's roughly, if I count them right, 166 games that I've added. So, if not, you can get a preview on Thursday. $166 PS1 games, give or take one, because I don't know if I count them right. Now, what save were we on? Were we on 3? I think we were on 3. No, it must be 4. Because we were in the castle in the basement. We'll see. It's your lucky number. There we are. Exits go south, up, and down. So are we not facing north? Can we go north? Can't go in that direction. So I guess we can go south. You're in the dungeon chamber, and exit goes north. What happened to my bot? Oh, my bot's not even on, is it? Wait. No, it is on. Okay. I forgot. Even though I'm using two different monitors, sometimes the taskbar on one monitor doesn't show everything that's open on the main monitor. The main monitor shows everything, but this one here, sometimes the taskbar will be missing things, which is very strange. So I'll think that, you know, something's not open when it actually is. Plus, I should have known it was open because I heard the sound effects. So, there we go. Just adjusting that for myself. So we went south. Up probably goes back up. Let's try to go down. Farther. List vendor. Oh man. Thank you, man. 10 gift subs. Wow, man. Paul Dennis, S. Sir Smooth, Chris James, Couch Broccoli, Travis's Media Madness, Oli Clint E, Gaming with Jamie, No Guard Codesmith, Darkwing, and Juan Garza. Thank you, man. Thank you. Been doing pretty good. Should we go up or down first? Guess we'll go down. This music here goes with this game, doesn't it? What is this? You were in the royal treasure room. Stairs lead up. There is a treasure coffer. Is that supposed to be treasure coffin? Is that N cut off? No, it's an R. Treasure coffer. What's a coffer? Oh, what did it say? It said... A strange, ghostly shape just floated... Oh, it said that before. The coffer, which is open, there is a shiny ring. Carrying too much. Oh, let's check our inventory. What do I not need now? That's the tough thing. What do I not need? Wooden cross, lockpick, piece of flypaper, bottle of weak acid. And we pretty much probably will need everything at some point or another. You know, I don't know if we actually need the cloak or not. Because the cloak had the lockpick. And I wonder if we didn't really need the cloak. If we just needed it just to get the lockpick. I wonder if the cloak does nothing. Wonder if I can still find a full manual for this game. I think we are wearing the cloak. I think I chose that option a long time ago. Let's see here. You know, because I don't have the full manual for this game. I found what I found, but, you know, it wasn't the full manual. It was kind of like, yeah, we already downloaded that one. What about this one? Let's see if that one's different. Plus, this is also on the Apple systems as well. So any manual would probably work for any of the systems, because it's probably going to be a multi-manual. Transylvania Solve, we don't want that. Transylvania PDF. And Transylvania Documentation. There's actually a third game as well, Transylvania 3. Because someone told me there's a sequel. So let's see what we got here. Transylvania Manual Alt. What is that? How to start the game. Make a map if you get lost. And that's pretty much the same thing as I had already, which was nothing. Let's see what the Transylvania PDF is. And it looks like it's the same thing, but in color. Then we have finally the Transylvania Documentation, which is... Oh, is this the manual? Let's see. Because it has... No, it still isn't it. I don't think. All these are just like little cards that just... Yeah. That's weird that I can't really find the true manual. But who was here yesterday, you know, had the manual, but, you know, in physical form. Yeah, I don't know where to find the manual at. Oh well. So let's see. We took. Well, let's see about wearing the wear the cloak. Okay, and then inventory is still there. I'm gonna drop the cloak. Hey, Rickster. There's a dusty wizard's cloak. It's possible we need that, but I'm sure we could come back and get it. You see nothing unusual about the ring. Wear ring. Even if you wear something, it stays in your inventory. What directions can we go? Some more pockets. Oh, so we're back here again. Oh. Wait, we went south, right? Oh, south just goes into that room there.
Hello, Peter. What's happening?
We had the hardest time yesterday trying to kill this werewolf. Oh man, it was tough. But we finally got it though. We'll try to sing everywhere. It might work eventually. Don't know room. We don't know if we need the cloak. Yeah, that little bit of interference. It cuts off text too, which kind of stinks. It cuts off text. Hold on. Did we actually try to go up in that room? I think we did, but let's just make sure. Just to rule it out. Nope. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to go down because we already went down. We got the ring. There's nothing else up here, so. We should make sure there's no other secrets in here. No, we did not. This is the room that had the fly paper that we're going to go to right now. Let's see, down. Nope. Up. Nope. See, that looks like a window. But we tried to examine everything and there's nothing unusual. So it might not be nothing but just like decoration. aesthetics. It's not here. There is no window here. Nothing unusual. How many strikes do you get? To the strike of 6, right? So if we don't solve this, we might have to start over from earlier save and just be more efficient, since we know what we would be doing. I'm actually going to get out of here. I don't think the chandelier is anything, but we'll, if we get stuck, then if we get stuck, then maybe we'll come back. So the few things we need to do here. I wonder if I should have tried to give this guy the cloak. But now we don't have the cloak. We gave him the bottle. So he didn't want the ring. The ring is on his chest, but he doesn't want it. Hey, Pow Puck. We dropped the cloak to get the ring, because I was debating on if I even needed the cloak anymore. Because part of me wonders if the cloak was only there to get the lockpick and nothing else. I guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we? It's not here. I'm gonna leave the lid off this thing. Hmm. Don't understand use. We open the bottle. Does that do anything? Sizzling slightly, the acid seeps into the ground. Oops, the bottle slips, smash. Don't think we wanted to do that. Now we got to reload probably. And get that ring again. So we can pour the acid, but where do we want to pour the acid? Where would we want to pour the acid? What would you pour the acid on? The goblin? The rotting corpse zombie? It could be cryptic. It might not be cryptic. I'm gonna drop the cloak again, but I don't know if we really need to. Or if we should, you know, should we drop the cloak? Oh. Yeah. I can't spell. Take ring. Remind me how I spell chandelier. Anybody know the correct spelling before I Google it? I don't know that word. Okay. Nothing unusual. There's probably 1,000,001 places where we could use the acid. You know, a theory could be, just possibly, pour the acid on the zombie and that attracts a fly. You know, I don't know. It might not. It could be for killing something later. We should do a save now. And just to think, guys, there's a sequel to this game. And that could be the game we play after this. Or we could take a break and play that game that I was just shown yesterday. That I haven't downloaded yet, but... Something in the moat? I don't know if there is a moat. I don't know if that was a moat.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man, baby. And right now, woo, I am the man.
It's not open. Not here.
Open up.
If I don't, what's gonna happen? Huh? You'll get mad?
We're already mad.
Yeah, I don't know if that is a moat. Fight Goblin, we tried that, I think. Possibly Cannabis Kid. Let's see, is that a moat? Guess it could be a moat. Don't know that word. We tried that, I think. Throwing it just sets it on the ground, I think. But no, maybe you throw it after we open it. That's true too. Yeah, we could try that real quick. Now that doesn't do it, then we'll reload and try at the zombie. Throwing it sets it on the ground. But I don't know if see, here's the thing, is that the game only lets you do 2-word commands. Is what I've been told, and I think it says in the manual. Only 2-word commands. So like pour acid. But I don't think you can say pour acid on Goblin. See, I messed that up. It's take. Get and take, I think. I don't know why I'm saying pickup. I didn't do that earlier. I'm messing up my words already. So, we already tried to pour it here. It does this no good, so. Eagle swoops us again. It's going to take us to the frog. Pour acid on frog! No. 8 shrooms. Get lamp. Oh. Yeah, how this game works is there's something on the ground. After you get to an area, it'll stop and then load that in. A second item on the ground, it'll stop again and reload that in. And then if the werewolf was there, well, like earlier, it would stop and reload it a third time. That could be a good documentary. Get lamp, huh? I almost want to Google that. Copy. Browser. Get lamp. 2010 documentary. The text adventure documentary. Ooh. And it looks like it's free on YouTube. It's a 2-hour documentary. Movie night? Yeah, I could do that too. Save it for movie night. It's already open. Let's just see if I put in extra words. Probably won't though. See, it's too many words. So, I think it needs to be on the ground, but in a specific spot. We just don't know where that specific spot is yet. Hold on. Since we were given a tip yesterday. Oh, do you? Nice. We should sing somewhere. But not here. Somewhere in the forest we should sing. A real lamp. Oh. BB's one and the Get Lamp one came with a limited challenge. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought it said something else. I should have went north from here. Pour acid on the grave? I don't know. I don't think so, but hopefully all these saves don't hurt the floppy any. You know, we're saving like crazy. Do you die if you drink the acid? Oh boy. Still if you have rolaids. The acid burns your mouth and you instinctively spit it out. Oops, the bottle slipped, smash. Now we know. Now we know. What's west of here? Is it that statue or is it somewhere else? Yes, I did try open grave. Wait. See, the directions in this game are so strange. You go north from the cemetery and you're in the forest. And if you go west, you're back at the cemetery. There was a cross on the grave, not the cross that you see, but it was another cross next to it. So I think the only thing this grave was for was to get the cross, and that was it probably.
Hello, Commander. Computer reporting.
Thank you for subscribing, Jordan. Slippery moss covers the trees, making them impossible to climb. You can examine them. Does that mean we can climb a tree somewhere else? Is that a clue? Climbing a tree somewhere. Don't know moss. Okay. Whatever game. He doesn't know moss. See, what I see are eyes, but I can't, I don't think it, you see nothing unusual. Nothing unusual. There's that house again. The house is where we found what? Bread. Right? And a note. Sorry, you can't. For the moment, we're going to drop the paper. We could try to see if Mr. Goblin is hungry for bread. Yeah. Wait a minute. We never check for, like, down in a house. So what if it has a basement? Nope, okay. And that could be for any of the houses or huts or cabins that we entered, Now, quote me if I'm wrong, but so far, I haven't found the game to be so complicated that we would need a map. I mean, we usually know where we're at and where we're going, and we haven't really... Everything seems to be pretty straightforward so far. For the most part, anyway. There was a loaf of stale bread. The goblin just gave you a juicy Bronx cheer. Guess it's not the bread. I mean, the only other thing that we currently have to give him would be the wizard's cloak or the garlic. And I don't know if either of those would do any good. But we left the wizard's cloak in the castle, and the garlic is over by the coffin. But, you know... What I should do is have most of my items kind of close to the same area. The bread now is sitting on top of the garlic. So if I go south and come back north... No, that coffin has a rotting corpse. And what came from the rotting corpse? The mice. And the mice were for... Okay, it still mentions the garlic clove. So, even though it's there... Okay, you can see it in the middle of the bread. Let's go get our items. Just so everything is close together. Wait, how much inventory do we have? We probably should drop something else. No, I don't want to say that this game is super intricate, but so far, I think that everything so far has just had one purpose so far. Like, the coffin was for the mice. And the silver bullet in the gun was for the werewolf. The cross was to scare away the vampire. Now, does it mean that doesn't mean that something could be, you know, one of these items could have a second use, or something needs a second use, but so far... Okay. But if I was to go for my gut instinct, it would tell me that the coffin has no more use. Now, what we don't know is will the vampire reappear now that we use the cross? We don't know that yet. The cat darted by, followed by 3 ravenous-looking mice. Let's check this room one more time. And of course, I could be not giving this game enough credit by saying that, you know, the items are only going to have one use. You know, I don't know. We're on save 5 now. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going to take key. You know, so far we haven't seen any doors that are locked and need a key so far. Does it know the word trade? Don't know that command. uh, maybe say trade. No, that word. How far can I go back up into yesterday's chat? Because my bot has not been reset, so no, it can only go up so far without doing a. Oh no, here they are. Okay, they are still here. He mentioned what verbs you can use. You can look. Verbs: look, read, north, east, take, open, down, feel, touch, up, south, enter, drop, shoot, feed. You can feed. West, examine, move, search, pocket, put, sing, show. We can show things. I guess like we showed the cross. Say, east, empty, knock, wave. Pour, meet, meet, shake, say, descend, go, head, up, move, in, inside, out, outside, exit, push, clap, sail, save, restore, restart. So that's like the first words that you can put in. But that doesn't give us what the second words are. Feed, we don't have the bread on us, I don't think. Touch. Sorry, you can't. Clap. Okay. We could try feed bread, but we got to go back and get the bread. Oops, well, Eagle will probably take us there. And if it takes us there, that'll save us some time. No, yeah, okay. Or like one away, I think. Well, maybe one away. Feed goblin acid. Man, you guys are something. Actually, you can't do that. Because remember, it's only 2 words, if I remember right. It's only 2-word commands. You could say feed goblin or feed acid or feed bread, but we could just be eating it ourselves. Where did we put the flypaper? Did anybody remember where we left the flypaper? Because we still got to go back for the flypaper. I don't remember where we dropped it at. The clock just struck 4. Well, we dropped the bread, and that didn't work. So we could try feed bread. I wonder if I think I may have put the flypaper back in the castle. It could be in that east room. So we're running out of time. So if we ever figure out what to do, we might have to go back to an earlier save and then just do everything we have to do quickly on point, and it probably could be done rather quickly after you figure it out. You can't. Sorry, you can't. It tasted awful. And now the bread's gone. Talk, goblin. I don't think talk was one of the commands. Or one of the verbs. See, the first ones are verbs. The first word is a verb. Like talk. Take. Yeah, I don't think talk was one of them. You can use say, but say what, you know? Just says okay. Say goblin. Okay. Out of all the items we picked up, you know, nothing really is working for this guy. We did restore. Where's the garlic? I thought I picked up the garlic. Was I out of room? I picked up the acid instead, because you guys said to pick up the acid. That's what it was. Because we haven't tried the garlic yet. Wait, the acid sizzles violently over the writing. You can read it now. The writing says, knock here. Ooh. Oh my. You're in a small dark cave. There is a door mounted on the northern wall. There is a bunch of buzzing flies. There is a magic book. Now we need the flypaper. As you try to take the book, a mysterious voice shouts, "It is mine, go away." You're back in the forest. Let's go find that flypaper. I just wonder if I set it down where we found it originally. No. Where did I put it? Maybe it's in the house. Wait, no. We didn't go back in the house. Where did I set it? Where the hell did I set it? I don't know where we sat it at. Where was I? Yeah, the bread, yeah, but we're looking for the fly paper. Without going back to earlier in the stream, I have no idea where I set it. I can't think either. I do remember seeing drop paper somewhere. That was in the attic of the house. Oh, not east, west. What's north from here? Just out of curiosity. I don't remember what's north from here. That takes you back there. Okay. That's close to the house, though. Oh no, it would have been today when I dropped it. So maybe it's here. That's the note. Got it. You don't gotta look back now. We got it.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fishy, 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 fish. A fish, a fish, a fish, a fishy, ooh.
What do you think? How do you think we would get that magic book? maybe the cloak or the ring. We probably can't take another item, but we can try. It might be full. Let's make sure we're wearing both. Don't think this is where I wanted to go. What was in the shack before? Yeah, let's look again. We've been here before. There was probably an item here, or maybe nothing was here. I don't think there was anything in here. Oh, is it? No, it is feel. Feel was one of the things you can do. I thought I saw that. Nothing happened. Shack contains love shack. Contains the B-52s. Oh, the cabin. Oh, yeah, the cabin is just where we found the cloak originally. Yeah. So there's nothing else in here. Get back to the stump. I didn't have any He-Man toys, but I think my friend did. I think my friend had He-Man and maybe one of the other ones. Used to play cars with my friend, like out in the dirt, his little Hot Wheels, you know, we just mess around with that. Actual toys of my own. I mean, there's so many things. I had a ton of toys. From Legos to Etch-a-Sketch to the those oval things that had the sand in them and you shake them and get different designs. Puzzles. Rubik's Cubes that I couldn't solve as a kid. I mean, there's so many toys. This is not the stump. How do we get back to the stump? I thought south from there would take us to the stump. Damn. Light Bright had Light Bright. The Fisher Price Garage. We found it, William. We found it about 5 seconds after you said you was going to look for it. Oh, man. Man, I can't figure out how to get back to the stump. I thought going south from here would take us to the stump. So I am unsure how that works. Because when you go north from the stump, you end up at this crossing right here. This thing right here, I'm pretty sure. Well, going south takes you to the frog or something, or no, back to the cross thing. And that shouldn't be right. So part of me wonders if something is wrong with the disc or if it's like just like that. I wish I knew someone with the game. To know if it's just my copy that's messed up. Oh, this is it. That's right, you go north once and you go to the lava thing. Okay, it's not messed up. Well, while we're here, let's examine the tree. Just climb. Don't know that word. Even though it mentioned lava. It mentions cave. Oh, examine cave. Rock slide is impenetrable. Witch's cackle. Why do I feel like this is one of those games that could be beat in a half hour if you knew exactly what you had to do in the right order? Oh, wait. What did that say? The time ran out. Oh. Let's restore to number 3. I don't know where we're going to be at. Unkick out of the rock bottom's unkick outable. Unless you're stone cold, maybe. cloak, cross, lockpick, piece of fly paper. We haven't got the ring yet. I don't know if you can take the lantern. Sorry, you can't. The broom, we was told yesterday, you don't need the broom. It's a slight spoiler, but we don't need the broom. It was also a slight hint that we should sing somewhere in the forest if we get stuck. But where in the forest do we sing? I don't know. Should we do it at every intersection? Eat spider. Oh, I went east. I meant to go west. Shoot, let's get out of here. Acid. But I want to get the ring first. I wanted to get the ring first just in case it was needed. And now that we're at save 3, we should have a lot more time on our hands. Let's go west back to the coffin. Oh, the eagle's going to take us. It took us back to the goblin. Stupid eagle. Wasting my time. I love that movie. Ah, we found out what to do with the acid. I think that's the only thing we found out. And where to catch the fly at. So I guess this is after we killed the werewolf, at least. I'm even going to drop the lockpick for now. Because we haven't needed it yet. Come on. Oh, and time ran out. It's fun. It's fun trying to figure out what to do. We figured out a few things, but not everything. The vampire's coming. This is before we showed the cross. I had a funny feeling. The vampire shrieks and disintegrates into a pile of burning dust. So that's why I think you might not need the cross anymore either. Because the vampire has disintegrated. Unless you need it for a further vampire down the road. Oh boy. Let's not go there, man. Let's not go there. No, well, what it was is that it was the same vampire, but he just randomly spawns inside this castle, you know, and we didn't know how to kill him before. Now we figured out how to kill him, you know, so. We could also go get that bread as well. And I should be trying to sing everywhere. Let's go get the bread first, just so we have everything. Like, if we get the bread, then we'll have everything. I don't got to put enter house or enter hut or enter cabin. Just enter is all you need. Is the bread even here? Or was the bread from earlier? Let's see. There it is, okay. Take bread. Down. I'm pretty sure the note is not necessary. I'll be mad if it is necessary, but we know where it's at, though. Eagle has taken us again. Where will it take us to? Take me to the stump. No, okay. Well, good enough. West. Actually, maybe we'll take the bread too. And the garlic, if I can. I don't know if I have room. I just did drop 2 things, didn't I? Let's see. Might be full. Okay. Let's save to number 3. No, not here. Eagle again. Oh. The eagle delays you so much, I tell you.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
So it's east from here? No. I think I got it though. I think we go west from here. South one. Then east, then south. Adventure game, and I'm near the end of a very flawed but hilarious adventure game. I got 100% in Superluminal Vagrant Twin. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I can't even spell. I wonder if I can knock on it without reading it first. Yes. Many flies escaped, but you did manage to catch several of them with the paper. Let's save. 3. Yes. And I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back in just a minute.
These men are holding the nozzle properly, exerting pressure forward, one hand on the hose or nozzle handle, the other at or close to the nozzle tip. The piper must familiarize himself with the steam, water, and other piping in the plant.
It's like, oh my God, a cow, and we're gonna moo.
I didn't mute my microphone. Thought I muted my microphone. I don't know if you guys heard anything. I think I muted the game audio instead. Shadow of the Beast series and all the
Pull
Steve
that bitch, right? That's all.
with no hints. I mean, I'll Google it, but that's, you know, that's all I can promise is I'll Google it and take a look. But, you know, it'll be way down the line because there's already a whole bunch of games we are already planning on playing after this game, so I can't make any promises. Okay, so what should we try next? Try sing. Okay. We could slay something on the ground to take the book. Screaming? Yeah, right. What direction can we go? There is no direction. Locked. Oh, lockpick. I dropped the lockpick. So let's see if I can take the book. It's mine. I don't know if the lockpick is enough to open that, or if we need the key from the goblin. Eat flypaper. We know what to do with the flypaper now. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to go. I wanted to go north. Yeah, north. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. So far, yeah, some of the items could be red herrings, yeah. Wait, this is not where I thought I was. Maybe I had to go west again. No, here we are. Okay.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Wouldn't it be funny if we also had to use the cross on the goblin? Show cross. Oh, come on, Eagle. Every time we get somewhere... Oh, he just took us here. Just one spot up. You know, that's what we could do at the Goblin. Show ring. Show bread. You know, something like that. Not lay it down, but show it. We didn't try show. Yeah, we did wear a ring. Well, we're at the frog, so might as well do this. Good place to save. Yeah. The bullfrog springs forward and wolfs down the flies. Thanks, he says. That howling sure whets your appetite. Say, injid. Say injid to the goblin for me. Ah, ijnid. I-J-N-I-D. Ijnid. Ijnid. Thank you, frog. Ijnid. Keep repeating that. Ijnid. We're not where I thought I was. Once again, we're not where I thought I was. The goblin drops the key and flees screaming into the darkness. Thank you, game. Thanks, Ijnid. Thanks, frog. Is it west from here? Or was it south from here? Yeah, okay, west, then south, then east, then south. We tried singing here? I wonder what we didn't sing at. I wonder where we should have sung at. What other words? You can't use. You can only 2 words. Only be 2 words. Okay. It said okay. Okay. That's what it was. You're in a cave. On a stalagmite rests a crystal ball. As you gaze into the crystal ball, you see orange flame burning with an unnatural brilliance. As you peer deeper into the fire, you see yourself standing somewhere in the woods near a statue. A figure clad in a wizard's cloak approaches the statue. On his hand wears the shiny gold ring, which glows with a soft white flame. With a wave of his hand, everything around the statue goes ablaze with bright green fire. You feel a jolt of thunder and return to your senses, stepping away from the crystal ball. Can we take the crystal ball? Because now we know what to do. Sing disco. Yep, that's what. Yep. Oh, how does one get the magic book? That's another question. Think he wants bread, garlic. We still got the lockpick. Drop the fly paper. I don't think we'll need that anymore. But, well, I'll take the book again, but it'll probably just kick us out. It's mine! Maybe we need some instructions on how to take the book as well. So let's go to the statue. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. We'll find out next time, though. But you could have a point. Maybe you could have just typed exit, but we don't know. We don't know. I'd say probably not. Wear ring. Wear cloak. Wave. Can't. You can't. Was there something we missed with that crystal ball? Wave hand. You can't. A stream of white fire shoots from your ring onto the statue. Green and white flames burst quickly, engulfing all that is around you. Suddenly, a red fireball emerges, quelling the white and green flames. In its fury, the awkward silhouette of an alien creature appears in front of the fireball. It steps forward into the returning darkness. Well met, sir. You have freed me from my accursed prison. I'm deeply indebted to you. The creature grasps the ring and crushes it. There is a violent explosion. When the smoke clears, statue and alien are nowhere to be seen. What did that do for us? Maybe he'll be somewhere to help us out somewhere. This is fun. Well, where do you think he'll be? Well, we haven't yet used the garlic clove. I bet we don't need the cloak anymore. We'll take the garlic. Think we should go back and see that crystal ball again? Rob the grave? I don't think we can. The grave had the cross that's laying right there, that we used the cross once already. Yeah, it could have a point. There's the magic book that's down there. I think we might have. Plus, we can find out if we can exit this.
No! You must not read from the book!
Let's go to the crystal ball one more time. And then, see if we can exit this normally. So we don't even know how to get the book. Oh, we could do that, yeah. Let's see. Statue. Yeah, okay. That's all there was there. All the pages have been ripped out but one. It reads magic elixirs. Most types deal with the removal of spells cast on people. To use an elixir, simply wave the container to energize the ingredients and pour the contents on the subject to complete the spell. Clap your hands. So if we find someone with a spell and we have an elixir, we need to wave the container and then pour the contents on the subject. And then clap your hands. We don't currently have an elixir or have seen an elixir. So what if I just say exit? Okay, you actually have to read the book to get out of here. Or take the book. So that was it, yeah. Do the hokey pokey.
Hold it.
I thought I saw a
said
shooting
anything
star.
about 3 books.
Thought you saw a shooting star. Okay, that didn't really do anything. We thought that's the first time we saw that, though. Where are we going to find an elixir? Make a wish. We're almost out of time again.
We've never met anyone who doesn't like lasagna.
Let's see if we can find that boat again. There we are. You can't go in that direction. Sailboats. After a miserable, choppy journey, the king's guards refused to let you land without the Princess Sabrina. Oh.
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
They let you choose between the guillotine and sailing back. You sail back. So you get on this boat to end the game. This is what ends the game. We got to get to Princess Sabrina. Hey, nice, Severin. So now we got to figure out what to do next and what items will we need for where we're going next. We still don't know where we're supposed to sing at. It says somewhere you're supposed to sing, but where? I don't know. Now the eagle took us again. We could go back into the castle. We are once again almost running out of time. So we'd probably have to go back to an earlier save. More than likely we're going to run out of time trying to figure out what to do. But at least we'll know what to do. Let's check to see if there's anything different in these rooms. A former bodybuilder. What does exit do? Just take us back out of the room? Or does it actually go out that window there? No, okay, exit out of the room. Watch us need the cross again.
Mike's tray has a meat patty, corn, a small salad, and a carton of milk.
When did you become so snarky? Television gamer.
That's your thing and you're going to come at me with that, well, you might get a response. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. There's nothing extra here. We are almost out of time again. So we're not going to be able to probably figure out what we have to do next and where we're supposed to go next. Might have to revisit some areas, though. I was hoping we would be able to revisit some areas before the time runs out, but I just don't know if we have time. Because the clock already struck 4, so... Oh, I like it quite a bit. I was told we need to sing somewhere, but we haven't figured out where yet. Don't tell me, though. Don't tell me. I think this is the house again. You know, I heard we had to sing somewhere in the forest, though. We just maybe didn't find the right spot. Don't do anything cool. Okay, we're back to a dead end now.
Excuse me. I believe you have my stapler.
Back to a dead end. There could be something we need to examine somewhere. Nothing unusual. See, those eyes there are spooky. It's probably owls or something. Examine noises. I don't know that word. There's a lot of games like this, Knife Severin, where they're like text adventures. Now I'm starting to wonder if we do need that broom. Come on. Ooh, did that something happen? You found a grate behind the gravestone. There's a large rusty grate. Was it? Did you suggest that? Oh man, see there's so much stuff in the chat sometimes I don't It's locked. I'm sorry, I don't understand. We ran out of time.
Great Scott!
We're gonna have to redo like everything. We'll probably have to at least go back to 2 or 3 probably. Dracula wins again.
George is getting upset!
So, how far back should we go, you think, here? Go back to 2. Where's that going to take me? How far back is number 2?
He got it over the roof in right field, over the third deck, out of this ballpark.
We got the cross. We got the pistol. Where was the bullet at? The bullet is in the coffin. This is before we killed the werewolf, more than likely. I don't know. See, the clock has only struck 1 at this point.
Holy cow!
Okay, the pistol, the lockpick, garlic clove. For now, let's drop the garlic. Because we still haven't found a use for that yet. It'll be here. This will be the new place. We're probably going to need the cross, though. We can drop the pick for now, because I don't think we'll be using it for a while. We got to do some other stuff first. If I remember right, that was a later home run. A lot later. It was probably towards the end of Kirk Gibson's career with the Tigers. When I downloaded that sound effect. And killing that werewolf is also going to be a major pain again. After Kirk Gibson left the Tigers and went to the Dodgers, Did he come back to the Tigers? Because I don't know if that's before he left to go for the Dodgers, or if he ever came back from the Dodgers. I don't remember where I got the sound effect off of a YouTube somewhere, but I don't remember which video it was and what year it was, but I know it was a later one. Should have walked Gibby. So, let's see. We'll come back for some of this stuff when we need it. Right now we need to have our inventory clear for a bullet and some mice. We gotta start from an earlier save because we ran out of time again. We're getting so close to doing things. You did miss something, but luckily you'll get to re-see it again because we have to start over. So we got to kill the werewolf again. We did start off from the very beginning, but now the clock has only struck 1. But I remember killing this werewolf was such a major pain. Because he just likes to just pop up everywhere. When you don't want him to. We went back to save 2 this time. We gotta grab the mice. And I bet the werewolf is gonna pop up. Let's see if he does or doesn't. Why am I saying grab mice? I don't think that's the word. You gotta be kidding me. Did we get the mice at least? We got the mice at least. We gotta go back and get the bullet. The bird flew us off. Stupid bird. Tell ya. I think we were supposed to go west one and I didn't do it. Oh no. Oh no, that was right. Okay.
Kneel before Zod!
What has happened? Wolf is dead, Vampire's dead. And it's earlier in the game, so now we can do things. Now we got things, and now we know what to do. We gotta find that hut again. There it is. We gotta do things in order. We need the bottle to get into the stump, so. Eat the spider. You might have a point. We can try that. I wonder if you can skip that. Guess we'll find out here in a second. Yep. Uh-oh. Are they still there? Uh-oh. Hold on. Might have to reload again. Because I left the paper in the castle. We forgot to go back to get the paper.
The crane operator can't always see the loads he is lifting to the floors far above him.
If we still got time.
How does he know where to put the load?
No, they're still there. I think we're still okay on time, so. Yeah, we could just do that too, that's right. But we do need the flies, though. Gotta get those flies. But we could do the statue first, then go get the fly paper. I think it's right over here, I think. Let's see. Are we wearing the ring? I don't have the ring. On this playthrough, did I not go get the ring? Did I not go get the ring when I restarted on this one? Shoot. We don't even have the ring. I thought I did. See, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Okay. Let's go get the ring and the paper. We'll do this last because we don't know what's there. Because we might need one of the items. Wait, no, we don't go here, do we? East takes us to the house. Wait, where am I going? We go east from here. No, this is the goblin. Get out of here. I do get lost quite a bit. Oh, it might. Man, that could also skip the thing. Well, now that we're at the castle, so let's go get the castle. You could be right. You could be right. Might just be able to skip the frog entirely. Yeah. Might not even need the paper. But we'll take it anyway, just in case. Let's go get the ring. We gotta get the ring. Speed run? Yeah, it's possible. Uh-oh. It just crashed. The game just crashed. Lovely. That means you probably don't even have to kill the werewolf. And we might not need the rats. But I think I did do a save after the werewolf, so I think we're okay there anyway. But you probably, if you knew exactly what to do, you say Ignit, you get the ring, you get the cloak. You know. You might not even have to kill the vampire or the werewolf. You do the statue. There might be a lot of stuff you can skip. I probably could start at the very beginning of the darn game. Just to prove a point. So we could actually just knock on the stump now, but we don't even have there's a reason to go down the stump now. We'll need the cross, though. The werewolf will follow us everywhere, though. What was the word again? Was it IDGI? Wait. How far back would I have to go for that? No, someone typed it in chat. IJNID. Okay, IJNID. Okay, I see it. I don't know if we need the key, but we should take the key. Now we got to go get the ring. Does this lead us to the castle? No. Oh, come on! I think this is one place where the werewolf is off limits. While he's entered houses before, I don't think he's ever entered this. I think he's going to show. There he is. Hey D, unfortunately you're here at the towards the end of the stream though. But oh no, it crashed again right here. Is this where it crashed last time? Oh no. Oh man, we'll have to redo this another day. Why is it crashing here now? Did it crash here twice? Well, next week, sometime late next week, we'll try this again. Yeah, we don't know if something breaks it or if just something's gone wrong somewhere. But before we end the stream, I said if anybody was still here and stuck around, I would give you a preview of the, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know, because I used a different save this time. We started it at the beginning of the game. I said I would give you a preview of the PS1 games that we're going to be playing next Thursday. Now we can't play every one of these games, and we probably should not be trying the big long RPGs. But I have some RPGs. It's a PS3. It's semi-jailbroke. There's two ways to jailbreak a PS3. If you have the right model, you can do the firmware hack. With a firmware hack, HEN is enabled all the time. And then you can do a lot more stuff with it. If you have the wrong model PS3, you can do PS3 HEN, which is almost as good as the firmware hack, but you're still limited on some other things. Now these are just the dual disc games that are more than one disc. I don't know if we'll ever get to any of these games. Maybe we'll get to that one, Rickster. That's a 2-disc game. And these two are just ones that I actually bought off the PlayStation Store back in the day, because they were my two favorite games. These are just the two disc games, and that's all those are. And I think I already showed you the PS3 games that I downloaded as well. Pressure Luck, we played that one already. We didn't try Family Feud or Family Feud Decades or any of these other ones. We didn't try Wheel of Fortune, Millionaire, Price is Right, Hollywood Squares, Tecmo Bowl Throwback, Pac-Man Championship. Someone asked me to download Pain. This is just a trial, but there was no full version, so I don't know what that is. This, and this, and this. You did. You saw that because it was a 2-disc one. Now let's go see the 1-disc games. I actually have to open this. Oh, Puzzle Fighter is one of my favorites. Puzzle Fighter, I have a great memory when I bought Puzzle Fighter back in the 90s. We were at Walmart, and I was going through the games on the shelf and everything. I wanted Puzzle Fighter, but it was a little bit pricey at the time. And we left the electronics section, walked around the store, looked at other things, and I decided before we leave, we'd go back to the electronics section. As soon as I get back to electronics section, they were dropping the price right then and there on Super Puzzle Fighter to like $5 or $10. I'm like, no way. This is the game I want. And it was almost like a blue light special at Walmart, you know. It's like, wow. Like, what timing was that? All right. There's over 100 games here, so. Now this one I'm actually interested in. This looks like Doom, but with aliens. So, and I downloaded almost every bowling game I could find because I don't know why. Got more bowling. This game here is voiced by Terry Gilliam and I think Cheech Marin. The reviews weren't so great for it, but some people liked it, so. And some of the games that I added were I asked people what they wanted me to add. The rest of them I just guessed. I said this looks good. Someone might request this one. Someone might like that one. Some of these could just be schlock games that are just so awful we should at least try them. And there's too many sequels, so I didn't download everything, of course. I remember having Driver on my PlayStation, or at least I rented it, I think. I think I rented it. And it was so hard to get past the tutorial section. To get to the main game, you had to get through the tutorial section. And that tutorial section is so hard that you'll drive yourself crazy. Some people don't ever get to the main game. And no one requested the Duke Nukems, but I figured, you know, better download them. The two Dukes of Hazzard games could be bad, but it could be fun bad. E.T., ECW games, someone wanted that one. More bowling. Family Feud on the PS1. And that looks like Louis Anderson. Flintstones bowling. Galaga. I guessed that we should try Gallop Racer. Gex. I got 2 games when I first got my PlayStation back in the day. 2 games that we got with it when I first bought it. One was Gex, the other one was Road Rash. Those were the first 2 games anyway. Then we got more later. This is actually a 2-disc game, but I think you don't need to swap discs for this one. I think 1 disc is one thing and 1 disc is another. Same thing with Resident Evil 2. It's 2 discs, but I don't think you have to swap them. I think you do 1 playthrough, and then you do the other playthrough on the other character. Hooters Road Trip could be terribly bad. I remember playing a demo for this one. I used to have all kinds of demo discs that I don't own anymore, but I remember playing a demo of that one. Someone wanted that one. We got the Jeopardies as well. I think I rented Jumping Flash, and I thought it was okay, but not great, but it could be worth revisiting. Some Japanese bowling games. The first Kingsfield with the English patched. See, I guess we never got the first Kingsfield. Only Japan got the first Kingsfield. We got Kingsfield 2, renamed Kingsfield 1. And I think this was actually Kingsfield 3, renamed Kingsfield 2. I think. Don't quote me on that. Some of these are long games probably, but you know, maybe we'll get to them in the future, maybe we won't. This one is probably so terrible. We should at least see how bad it is. I used to have Monster Rancher 2 and I was addicted to it. Addicted like crazy. What I would like to know is if I played this. See, if you played this on the PS1, to generate monsters, you put in a random CD at a certain point and it generates a monster. I wonder if I could put a CD in the PS3 and it would generate a monster. I don't know if it will work that way. but we won't find out. We'll find out eventually. I don't know if that's any good on here. That could be bad. 2 NBA Jam games. Blades of Steel 2000. Another bowling game. Someone wanted this one, and someone wanted that one. Parappa the Rapper. So I figured out what my issue was. My issue with them playing so slow was a setting when I was doing the packaged games. And now we're not doing the packaged games, but I figured that out. So Poi Poi. I used to own this one because it got like good reviews in the like a magazine back in the day. But I think I bought it used. Here's Qbert. Kicks. People like that. Quake 2. Rage Racer instead of Ridge Racer. So we got Raiden Project, and then the Japanese version called Raiden DX, which might be slightly different than Raiden Project. Rampage, Rayman. I used to own Rain Man back in the day, could never beat it. Here's Resident Evil 2. Which I did beat back in the day. I never played 3, and I beat that as well. Resident Evil 1. This is probably terrible with Aerosmith music, but the music probably good. I've heard this is a good game. It's an RPG, but it's a musical adventure. It's probably good. I've been wanting to try it. And, you know, we could try it someday. Ridge Racer, Road Rash, Robotron, Rollaway, Sexy Paradius. Sexy Paradius. The Japanese game. Shadow Man, Silent Hill. Hello Kitty Bowling. Oh man, more bowling. Simpsons Wrestling, Smurfs, South Park Chef's Love Shack, South Park Rally, Space Invaders, Space Jam, Spawn. This is probably awful. Spice World. We should at least check it out to see how bad it is. Spider, Spyro. See, I didn't download everything, and I'm starting to run out of room. The original Super Puzzle Fighter. Yeah. I heard this is the best Street Fighter game on here, so that's why I downloaded that one. And I think Games Are wanted this one. Tecmo's Deception. What was I thinking? I just thought of something, and I just lost it in my head. Yeah, I didn't download everything. There's still like hundreds of games that I don't have, but I only have like 20 gigabytes left on this PS3 hard drive. So I could still download more PS1 games, but I might not be able to download too many more PS3 games. But if I am missing anything that you guys really want, you know, you let me know, and I could consider adding it. Three Stooges. I used to own Theme Park. Not as good as Roller Coaster Tycoon, but I remember having some fun with it. Never played the first Tomb Raider. That could be interesting to do a playthrough of. I think I rented it, though, one time. Tony Hawk 2. Twisted Metal 2. This is like Parappa the Rapper, but it's a different character. Jammer Lammy. Someone wanted that one. Unholy War. Why Bowling? Waku Bowling. The Weakest Link. Wheel of Fortune. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Wild 9. Wild Arms. Wipeout. The WWF games. Warzone is pretty dated these days, but man, when it came out during the Attitude Era, this game was awesome. Before I played the N64 ones that blew these out of the water. But, you know, this was at the birth of the Attitude Era. So this game was amazing for its time. A Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if I want to play Final Fantasy VII. It feels too modernish. You know, I don't know what it is, but I kind of prefer if an RPG is going to be kind of modernish, I'd rather have it to be something different than Final Fantasy, though. I don't know, just something about it doesn't appeal to me. Yeah, are the Super Nintendo Final Fantasies, are they like set back in time? Because I kind of prefer that. Valkyrie Profile. Yeah, I think I saw that but didn't download it. Because there's so many RPGs for us to play already. They're more fantasy than sci-fi. I think I would like that more. And then of course we got WrestleMania and You Don't Know Jack Mach 2. So that's all of them anyway. Crazy Climber. The new Shadowrun games, but I don't think that's on the PS1. There's Shadow Man, but not Shadowrun. You're talking about like the Steam games? I've not heard good things about the Steam games for Shadowrun. I would probably prefer to replay the Super Nintendo Shadowrun before I would try the Steam ones, but you know, I don't know. That's okay, Japanese.
They said there's been 10 billion games played. How are you going to do it? I says because I'm Billy Mitchell.
Right now. Are there anything else you guys would like me to download? Mention it now. Because I will open it in a tab and then download it. Abe's Odyssey, I think that's on here. Or was this the first Abe? No, the second one's Abe's Exodus. We already have Abe's Odyssey. I think maybe it's under Odyssey. I had it, but where was it? Was it under O for Odyssey? I know, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I got it. Where was it? Odyssey. Oh, it's Oddworld. Abe's Odyssey. 2-on-2 NHL Challenge and Alien Trilogy. I think we have that one. We have Alien Trilogy. And I'll do a Google tab for 2-on-2 hockey. NHL Open Ice 2-on-2 Challenge. Is that it? Yep. All right. I didn't grab. Yes, I did. I grabbed Crash 1 and 2. You must have missed it. Crash and Crash 2. I figure there's no reason to go any further until we play these two. Tail Concerto. I think I saw that when I was going through the list of games to download, but I didn't download it. But I'll put it in the... All right. G Police. 40 Winks. Now, you know, when it comes Thursday, you know we're not going to be able to try everything. It's just impossible. We could try to sample some games, and people will probably be requesting a lot of game show games, more than likely, taking up a lot of the times. But we can always do multiple days of PS1, you know, we can do it more than once. Here's one of the slight unfortunate things. For me to load a game, we'll choose this one. To load a game, I gotta go into Multiman, choose the game, then it exits Multiman. Then I have to load the game, and you gotta enter the game here. And then when I'm done with the game, then I have to exit the game, then re-enter Multiman, which takes time. I probably have more than 6 months of content here. With how long it takes us to get to anything, we probably have years worth of content. Then if I want to quit the game, then we have to exit the game. It's not as bad as loading a floppy disk and waiting for it to load, but this does take time when we ever get to PS1 day. And then I have to come back in and re-enter Multiman. And this all takes time. Yeah, I could stretch any game with good banter, yeah. We were playing Mary-Kate and Ashley's mall tour. Isn't this game great, guys? I'll stretch that on for 3 hours. That didn't take too long, but that's the process we're going to have to go through whenever I pick a game and then go on to the next game. So as long as we did get a Harvest Moon game too. Actually, you know what I'm most interested in on PS1 day is the crap games. Hooters, Dukes of Hazzard, the terrible games, the terrible schlock games. More than anything. Fashion tips. Shell. You got it in. Yeah. You got it, INT2. I get that joke. I get it, yeah. I've been there. Let's see. Hooters, I don't think has nudity in it, because I think it's rated teen, I think. Let's see, where was that at? H? Yeah, T for teen. So, it's not an adult game. Don't have to worry about that. Lucifer Ring. Got me another one, huh? And I have room for these games because these games don't take up a lot of room. That 20 gigabytes that I have left, I can fit quite a few of these. Plus, after we play some games and we decided they're not worth playing a second time, I can delete some of these to make room for others. So, okay, here's one more question, guys, before I end the stream here. Atlantis Pooh's Honey Hunt? Oh, God, guys. You got PS1 Hercules? I do not, but I have Herc's Adventures, but we did a playthrough of that on stream before. But you're probably talking about Disney's Hercules, right? Herc's Adventures is an amazing game, and we did a playthrough just like a year ago or so. Or however long that was. Which one are you referring to? You said yeah, but I mentioned two things. Oh, Disney's Hercules, okay. Hulk Hogan. Hooters. Yeah, I didn't download Monopoly because that's on everything. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Crash Bash. We'll get Crash Bash. Crash Bash. What else was there? Did I see? I guess I'll get the Hercules. Let me get the Hercules. Even though I bet it's going to pale in comparison to Herc's Adventures. Herc's Adventures is so amazing of a game. It's
Who's got the
underrated.
largest arms in the world, brother?
Okay. The platformer, so you might not like it. Yeah, I might not like it. Did you really want me to download Atlantis and Pooh's Honey Hunt, William? Or did you just mention them in passing? Because they're bad shovelware. Well, we have another one. That could be Hogan too.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Xena game? Yeah, I saw that. I didn't download it. Okay, you're just commenting on the show. Where do you really want me to get Xena? If you really want me to get it, I'll get it. But I didn't watch the show. I have no connection to the show. So, you're curious? Okay, we can download it, but, you know, I didn't watch the show. Even though I know Bruce Campbell was on it, though. I don't know if he's in the game. Probably not. Yeah, she's Ash's girlfriend. How about Parasite Eve? Well, I thought about that, but then I also thought about how many RPGs I've already downloaded that we're already not going to get to. And there was another RPG set like Parasite Eve that I know is probably pretty good too, that I also didn't download because of the same reason. You know, it's like, so I figured for that one I probably shouldn't right now because we're never even going to get to the ones that I think are going to be interesting. There's also Persona. I'm actually going through the list on a website, but there's too many on this list. Too long to even go through. It took me hours to scroll through this one day, just to guess on what to download. If I did download Parasite Eve, it might be a few years before we get to it, so I think that's like not a good reason to download it. What do you think? Kind of ahead of its time. Persona are awesome too. See, I was thinking that I would probably try... where is it? Is it down farther or up farther? Are the Breath of Fire games any good? I don't know if they're my style or not. They might not be my style of RPG. I was thinking either Legend of Legia, Legend of Mana, or if we exit this and go back to the 2-disc games. Or multiple disc. Some of these are more than 2-disc. Was whelming? Overwhelming? Underwhelming? Midwhelming. Okay. Because I was also wondering about the Lunar games, because I've heard those are amazing as well. And maybe Grandia I've heard could be good. And I have unfinished business with Legend of Dragoon. I owned that back in the day. I was playing it. I was liking it. And for some reason, I was about to start the 4th and final disc, and I got distracted, and then never went back to it. And I was like, oh man. D could be good. That's like a horror game. Chrono Cross. And Metal Gear's a double disc game as well. But I know Rickster's gonna request this one right here next Thursday. Are better? Well, I'd have to emulate the Sega CD because I don't have a Sega CD. And if I did have a Sega CD, then I would have to buy
Groovy.
The more expensive flash cartridge, which I can't afford that either. So I'm trying not to emulate I'm trying to emulate as little as possible since we have actual systems. I'll emulate if I have to, but since I already have so many other systems, I try not to. But, you know, I'm not against it. It's more fun to play on the actual consoles, I'm saying. You're just a purist on that one? Yeah. I'm also trying to be a purist on consoles. Yeah, it's at the top because these two I actually bought from the PlayStation Store like many years ago. It says right there 2019, but I feel like it was before then, but maybe it was then. I thought I was still living in Tennessee at that time when I bought those, but I moved up here in 2019, so I don't know. Unless I did buy them when I moved up here. I've played that game there so many times. And I've played this game so many times. I would do a playthrough of this, but you know, I'm not great at the game. I just know what to do and where to go, and it's not that hard of a game, but you know, especially if you get the good weapons and stuff, you can just break the game, I think, pretty much. I suck at dodging things, but you know, once you get the good armor, the good weapons, you can just plow through the game. Yeah. Oh, my last story before I get off here, my last and final story is that it took me forever to figure out how to beat the game truly. Because, you know, the bad ending is just getting, you know, killing Richter without finding out what's causing the issues with him. And I couldn't figure out what to do and where to go. So I had to go actually buy a strategy guide because I for some reason I missed something when I was playing the game. I missed some text that told me about what this ape was doing down below with this barrel. And it's funny that the unofficial strategy guide kind of only mentioned up until that point, nothing else. Yeah, I couldn't figure out that I had to break a platform, even though I should have figured that out because there was stuff under the platform. You could see stuff under the platform. But I was too dumb to figure it out. Alright, guys. Good night, and what is tomorrow? Monday? I promised we'll do Atari 7800 tomorrow, so good night.